Hello everyone, this is Gorax and today I'm gonna show you improved wild team that increased my damage by over 120 million. If you watch this video, you have an idea what I'm talking about. Previously I managed to do 585 million using the same team I'm gonna use today with a simple tweak that increased this damage significantly. If you want to know more about the strategy, I go over in-depth explanation in that video, 12-minute long, and it will help you build the perfect Flora team. But this is an additional video to tweak this team. So this is the new highest damage that I've dealt with the same team using the same Psychic Core levels. And this is my Psychic Core, as you can see, up to tier 5. I didn't go for tier 6. I will do that once Temporal Vortex 4 unlocks. Alright, so time to go over the tweaks. First one. I've noticed that when I play different teams, the placement of the heroes matter, although there's nothing really changing to the fight. So when I was testing Flora without her exclusive artifact and Queen's Fan, I put Flora to the back, and the team had easier time surviving the whole 10 minutes. So what I decided to do is keep the same placement and put the exclusive artifact on Flora. And since I've done that, I managed to survive 10 minutes almost every time. And for the reference, this is the old placement that was still very random. This alone gave me 20 million damage boost. Another thing that I've done, I replaced weak epic rune on Felicity with the negative version, well, the legendary version of it with crit rate and attack speed, which helped and increased the damage furthermore. Before I give you the biggest tip that really increased the damage by over 100 million straight away, let me remind you about the Content Creator Bond Plus code Gorax1 with capital G. Use it on the website and get rewards plus a chance to enter giveaways once I got the codes. All of you that already done it, much appreciated for the support. You can find the link to the website in the pinned comment and in the video description. And yes, the thing that increased my damage significantly is tweaking the timers. Once again, it shows you the importance of the right order of your skills. This is the one we used previously, and this is the improved one. So what happens here? We cast Flora's ultimate first, depending on your skill, haste, 11.7 seconds. This is the sweet spot for me. Try different timings. You can try it earlier or later, but try what works the best for you, and I'll go over why after we finish these timings. Then we follow with Casper as soon as possible after Flora to apply his mark. Shortly after, we shoot beams with Felicity. So remember, Felicity was on default here. But if we time her after Casper and after Flora, she will trigger both Casper's ultimate and Flora's ultimate. So that's important to have this increased burst at the start of the battle. You will notice some Floras go in the first rotation, which is 30 seconds, at 200,000 DPS. Some can get up to 600,000 DPS. So that's important the first minute. After that, it's all random. Remember, this team is very random with damage because we depend on the dice rolls and etc. And then we have Erich casting 2 seconds after Felicity, because it takes a little bit of time before the Witches Remain debuff is being applied. And then Felicity goes on default to try and apply as many defense down as possible. The more crit rate on Felicity, the better. It's still 18-second rotation and everything else is the same. I also wanted to show you what I mean by Flora's first ultimate burst. So if we play this fight, you'll notice when Flora casts her ultimate, we will see this mark on the boss and it tells you how many stacks of her ultimate you have. Depending on how you set your timers, your Flora can go to 340,000 DPS with 40 marks. But if you get to the 45 stacks on the first rotation, this damage will go even further. So make sure you tweak your team around, find the perfect timing to ensure you have at least 40 stacks at the start of the battle. Obviously, this is random. There are cases where I can get barely 35, but look at this, 45 now, 670,000 DPS. So make it work, tweak around. I give you a template that you can focus, but it all depends on your heroes, your equipment, your haste. I'm just giving you the high-end one that can work, and your Flora can go from 700,000 DPS at the end of the battle to 800,000 DPS at the end of the battle if you follow this template, okay? This can go higher, it can be lower depending on your equipment. As you can see, the stacks do matter, but since Flora and the wild team is so random, because of the dice and other mechanics, it's not always going to be this highest damage. The damage can range from 600 million per fight to like 670 million. So that's a huge discrepancy. Why Dauntless team has it easier. Dauntless team is more stable, however the damage is way lower. And if we look at the psychic cores at the end, Flora team will outscale Nastienka's team, so keep that in mind. And yeah, as I said, try these timings, make it work, make sure you at least have on average 35 stacks on the boss before you move on, okay? And try it. Remember, you have 10 simulations a day, try them daily, improve your team daily, and you will get there. Also, just a quick announcement, I'm working on the tier list for Temporal Vortex. The tier list will include the best teams with and without exclusive artifacts on the exclusive heroes. I will create a separate video for that, but also this all will be included in an Excel spreadsheet like I did in previous seasons, which will be available to everyone. It will be under every video that I create. No access required. As long as you open it, you will have access to the tier list updated live when things change. And also this spreadsheet will eventually include all the hero builds, as that's my main goal, to help people build their heroes, see what stats the heroes need, rather than focus on hero tier lists, which I believe are all not really good to follow, mainly because you can't really tell which hero is good at what content, because some heroes excel somewhere and they but otherwise. So I'm focusing on content specific tier lists, which will be your Vortex, dungeons, etc. and later on continental challenge bosses. So that's what's coming. Now, once again, guys, thank you all for your support. Remember, content creator bond code, you get, I think, couple more days before you can use it to link it and get free rewards in game, as well as be eligible to enter giveaways. We're still trying to figure out how these codes will work, because there will be a lot of them for supporters, but much appreciated for all the supports. Once again, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!